All right, boys and girls, we're on the home stretch. So you are going to be setting up, this is page 49 in your packet. We are going to set up letter C. This will be the last one that we'll do partially together. And then D will be on your own. So here's what I need for you to do. On one piece of scratch paper, you are going to copy down problem C and get it set up like this. This is the one that we'll do together. Okay, so that's one piece of paper, page 49. And then, as you can see, I've got problem C there. And then I also have my ratio table started over here. And then I'm also going to go and get my second sheet of paper. This is problem D. And this is the second problem on page 49. So what I want you to do is get two pieces of paper. We're going to set up letter C with our ratio table. This one we're going to do together in the video, and then this one right here you will be doing on your own in a moment. So take about 3 or 4 minutes to get both problems set up from page 49 in your packet. Go ahead and do this now, C and D. Pause the video, get it set up. All right, so C will be the last one that we will do, and once again, the D problem that you have set up, just put this one off to the side. This one you'll be doing on your own in just a moment. All right, back to problem C. We've got our ratio table set up. I have multiply by 8 all the way down, and then we'll go ahead and just make sure that you've got these filled in correctly. So this would be 8 tenths, that would be 8 hundredths, and that would be 8 thousandths. Then we have 8, 80, and 800. 16, 160, and 1,600. Then we have 40, 400, and 4,000. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're starting out and we are looking for, I'm going to just put that decimal in so I don't forget. We're starting out looking for a number that's 159 or less. As close as I can get to 159. And as I'm scanning through, 160 is so close, but it's just a little too big. Ooh, kind of hard to find. Oh, this 80 I think is my winner. So I'm going to go ahead and write that 80 down, keeping in mind it's got 8 tens. I have to put that in the right spot. So here's 8 tens and 0 ones, decimal there, and a 0 behind it. I go ahead and do my subtraction. 2 take away 0. 9 take away 0, and then 15 take away 8 is going to be a 7. And then I drop that decimal down. Now I have a 79. I want to get close to 79, but not over. Ooh, this 80 would have been perfect, but it's too big. So now I want to go to a number that's maybe still in the tens. Here's that's 160. Here's a 40. I think that's as close as I can get. So this is where I'm going to go. So the 40 goes here, my decimal, and then a 0. Before I move any farther, look at what I forgot to do. That would have been a train wreck if I wouldn't go back up here. I forgot to put my answer out in the margin. And when I did 8 times what number got me to that 80, that was a 10. Don't forget to do that. Don't do as I did. All right, so now when we did the 40, what did we multiply by? So 8 times the 5. Okay, and now we're cooking with some mustard. Now we can do our subtraction. I have a 2, and then I have a 9, and then I have a 3. And then I drop that decimal straight down. Once I move into this, now I've got a 39. Oh, I'm just short every single time. That 40 is too big. So now I've got to go a little less. I'm going to go to this 16 right here. 16.0. And then I multiply that 8 by the 2. Go ahead and do your subtraction. I have a 2, 9 take away 6. That's a 3, 3 take away 1, that's a 2. And then I have to bring that decimal point straight down. Now, 23, that's still less than 8. I'm still okay. I should be able to find numbers that I can use. So I'm looking for a number that's close to 23, but not over. I think that 16 is where I'm going to have to go again. Yes. So I'll put the 2 out here, my 16, and I subtract. I have a 2. 3 take away 6 I can't do, so I need to regroup. 13 take away 6, that's a 7. Bring that decimal point straight down. Now, here's where I'm getting into that same situation that we were faced with when we did the previous problem. And when we did work that previous problem, remember that when we got down, this is the problem that we just got done doing, we got to that 2 4/10. So we used what we knew about repeated count bys of 3 to figure out what our next reasonable answer would be. So if I am counting by 8s, will I get to 72? If I'm doing that repeated adding, or if I'm doing using that multiplication chart, 8 times what number would get me to 72? Let's see if we can find that out. So 8, I'm looking at my 8 row going across until I get to find a 72, and there it is. So 8 times 9 would get me to 72. So now let's put that in the decimal realm, okay? So if I know that 8 times 9 equals 72, I need to put a decimal point in front of that second number. So 8 times what decimal number, okay, 0.9 is what it would get me to 7 2/10. So I'm going to use my knowledge. 9/10 is going to go here, and then my answer would be 7 2/10 to have a 0 for my remainder. Now I'm going to add all of these up, being really careful to make sure that that decimal gets put in the right spot. So 10 plus 5, that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 is my whole number, and then my 9/10 comes after. So 19 and 9/10. Right now, you are going to take a picture of this in Seesaw. So take a picture of this in Seesaw. You can also put your answer on page 49, which is 19 and 9/10. So take a picture of this in Seesaw, and then this last problem, you are going to work this one on your own. Okay. I hope that if we go back to this learning target, I hope that after today you feel more confident in knowing how to use partial quotients using the division strategy with decimals. We added those decimal numbers in to help us today. All right, take a picture of this in Seesaw, letter C, letter D. You're going to work on your own, and then I will catch you for math tomorrow. Great job today, boys and girls.